People often say that getting your first 1,000 views is the hardest milestone on YouTube. And yes, in some ways it is true. But my story is a little different. I never really cared about views when I started. My only thought was, I will put my memories here and maybe years later I can revisit them. That's how it began. No strategy, no plan for growth, just sharing for myself. In the beginning, I wasn't checking analytics every day. I wasn't worried about who was watching or how many were watching. To me, YouTube was just a digital diary. If 10 or 20 people saw it, I would know for sure that 5 of them would be me and my family members. That was already more than I expected. But then, one day, I uploaded a driving POV video, my first driving video. I uploaded it for myself, something I could come back to later, like a personal memory of that drive. I recently learned driving, so I thought it would be special down the line when I'll revisit my first driving video. I didn't think twice about it. And then something interesting happened. That video started picking up views. Slowly at first and then more consistently. It crossed 1,000 views, then 5,000 and then 10,000. Something I had never imagined for a long form videos. That one video gave me a small spark. Not because of the number, but because it showed me something important. People actually enjoyed the kind of content I enjoyed making. That was a powerful realization. I thought, okay, if people are finding value in this, maybe I should create more of it. Then I invested in GoPro 12. And I started uploading more POV drives. And the surprising part, most of them started crossing 1,000 views too. Of course, not all of them worked, some struggled, and I later realized it was often because of the thumbnail. I will talk about that in detail in another video because it's still a pain point and which I'd like to show. But overall, the pattern was clear. If you share something you genuinely like creating, there's a chance others will like it too. This is where I learned another important lesson. YouTube analytics isn't something to be afraid of. It's actually your best friend. It's not just numbers, it's feedback. It tells you what's working, what's not, and where to improve. For me, it showed me which videos were resonating more, how watch time was growing, how thumbnails could impact performance, what is CTR. Instead of seeing analytics as pressure, I started seeing it as a guide. And that shift made a big difference. So, was getting the first 1,000 views hard? Yes, in the sense that it doesn't happen automatically. But at the same time, no, it wasn't as impossible as I once thought because I wasn't chasing views. I was just sharing something I enjoyed. That's why the growth felt natural. So if you're just starting out, my honest advice is don't obsess over the first 1,000 views. Focus on creating something you personally enjoy. Something you would watch even if no one else did. Because when people sense that authenticity, views will eventually follow. And when they do, analytics will help you take the next step. So that was my little story of how I crossed my first 1,000 views. Honestly, it wasn't about chasing numbers. It was about sharing what I love and then learning from the analytics. And speaking of learning, in my next video, I will share something I have recently started experimenting with using ChatGPT to improve my video titles and description by aligning them with YouTube trends. It's a simple method, but it's already helping me to understand how to position my content better. So if you have ever wondered how AI tools can actually support your YouTube growth, make sure to catch the next episode. And please hit like and subscribe to stay tuned. Thank you.